This is a recording to show how your survey could look in BOS, Bristol Online Survey, which is the tool that you have to use if you do a survey online. I've set up a simple survey. I just want to talk you through it, and I'll show you how to export it so that we can get the relevant information into SPSS so we can do some more analysis. The questions I've got here: gender, male or female. Rating of manager, good, average or poor. Rating of work, here I've got this numbered 1 through to 5, with 1 being interesting through to 5 being boring, so that's a continuous scale. I've got salary band, so I've got various groups for the user to tick which salary band they're in. And then I've got age, which is just a text box, so the user enters their age. And what I've done is this survey is open, it's live at the moment. I've just put 5 different responses into this survey. So once you've got your survey running, and you can see it's open because there's an open, it says open there at the top. My survey is called SPSS test. Once you've got your responses back, you can click the Analyze tab. And this gives you very basic analysis. It gives you some percentages and some sort of some bar charts. So for each of my items, we can see I've got 2 males and 3 females, or 40% of my answers are male, 60% are female. We can see my manager ratings, we can see my work ratings, we can see my salary groups and my ages. These boxes here next to my age, if I click on that, that shows each individual response in turn. So this is the first response out of 5. So I can see number 1, number 2, number 3. If I click go, that shows the third response. Okay, so there's various views and things you can look up here, but what I want to do, so once you're happy with your responses, or you can do it at any time, you don't have to leave it till the end, we can do it at any intermediate time. So if I click on Analyze again, what I want to do is I want to export. So I click on Export over here and Export Response Data. And these are the options we get. What we want to do is at the bottom, you can choose a file format. So you can export it to Excel, but we want to export it to SPSS, which is this one here. So if we click on SPSS, you'll see that we automatically get a tick next to code responses, which is what we want. But we also want to make sure that we tick the bottom one as well. Combine scale/rank values into a single column where possible. That makes our analysis in SPSS much, much easier. And that's all we have to do. We then click Export Data. And as you can see, I've got a Mac, so maybe your export data works slightly differently to that, but it will download a file. So if I click down here, open my downloads, you can see that I've actually got an SPSS file here. So when I click on that and open it, or I can click on it and move it and file it somewhere, keep it somewhere safe, ready for when I open SPSS. And that's all there is to getting your data out of BOS into SPSS. One thing you have to be careful of is you have to be careful that you have the right questions in your survey to begin with, because no matter what analysis you do with your final data, it is only as good as the answers that you've got from your survey. So for example here, my rating of work, I deliberately did it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Filling in the survey, because I've got at the top 1 equals interesting through to 5 equals boring, it's okay. But when you come to do analysis in SPSS, it's better if instead of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, it's better if we have words. It makes it a lot more meaningful. When we start using SPSS, I can show you, one of the videos, I will show you how to change those numbers into actual more meaningful words. So have a think about that when you're designing your surveys. Try and think ahead on how you're actually going to use all of the information. Age, I've got as a single text box, where people just type their age. Again, you might want to have age as we have salary band. Yeah, have it in groups. Again, it's worth thinking about before you actually let your survey go live. Good, average, poor for rating a manager is not very good. Good, average and poor is quite narrow. Maybe you want 1 star through to 5 stars or something like that. 5 options is better. Just good, average and poor doesn't allow for much in between. So have a good think about your survey, write it out. You can do it in BOS. You can do a test survey. Yeah, where you can add your own responses and see what happens. And then if you're happy with it, you can copy that survey to a new name and then send the new survey out. I imagine that your dissertation tutor will be able to talk you through that. So I'm going to leave that here for this short little video. This is just to show you how to get your data out of BOS and into SPSS. The next one, next little video, will open up that SPSS file that we downloaded and have a look at how SPSS treats the data that we have collected. Thank you for listening.